Hello, my name's Tim Farnham, and I have Parkinson's disease. I've been on YouTube now for about 15 years, and when I started playing around with YouTube, I was just making little videos, vacations, and classmates when I was in school, old home movies, and those sorts of things. That's all I did. I've never had a channel where I did something and say, click the bell or whatever. I've never done that. But recently, I guess you could say 5 years is recent. 5 years ago, I was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. So I started researching about Parkinson's disease. I wanted to know as much as I can about it. On YouTube, I had noticed, I was noticing a lot of people are sharing their journey with Parkinson's. So I thought, well, maybe I'll do the same thing. And I couldn't help but notice when I was looking at the various videos on YouTube, I would say a high 90 some percent of the videos are all from young onset Parkinson's disease, people that were diagnosed pretty young. Now, I was in my 70s when I was diagnosed with Parkinson's. That's not young. I don't want to call it old. I guess we could. Old onset, or rather than early, late onset Parkinson's disease. Anyway, I was in my 70s. It was 5 years ago. And I noticed that some of the younger people with Parkinson's, they would talk about a lot of things, their medications and what they've learned, and when they were diagnosed, what they went through when they were diagnosed, and just all sorts of good information about PD. I'd like to share a little bit about when I was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. I've had a primary care physician for 20 some years since we've lived in this area. And this particular doctor, I'm not going to say any names or anything, but he was one not to refer you to anyone. I mean, it would take an act of Congress to get a referral to go to some specialist. But anyway, I had a feeling, it's been some time, I had a feeling I had Parkinson's disease. So I thought I had it before a doctor told me that I have it. I remember going into my primary care physician, and the annual once a year you have a physical or whatever, and I told him what I thought. I said, I think I have Parkinson's disease, and he said, oh no, you don't have that. 'Cause he said people that have Parkinson's, they're in wheelchairs, and they shake and they do this and that. He's telling me all this stuff, and no, I think I do. But he would not refer me to a neurologist. Well, that was for quite a while. I'd ask him questions like, how come I walk like a sloth? And I wasn't swinging my left arm. I walked real slow and I was talking soft and just all these hints. And he just said, no, I didn't have a tremor. So he thought, well, you don't have a tremor. You probably don't have Parkinson's. Well, my wife and I went on a vacation about 5 years ago, and we were in New York. We're from California, and we were in New York, and I ended up in the hospital. And I had all sorts, MRIs and everything you can think of, every test you can think of. They performed that test, and a neurologist told me I have Parkinson's, and I thought, oh, that's what I thought. So finally, when I came back home, I went to my primary care physician. I let him know, hey, a neurologist said I have Parkinson's disease. So I finally got to get a neurologist. I have a lot of specialists now, and a movement disorder specialist. and I have a new primary care physician. I don't have the same one anymore. My MDS neurologist put me on carbidopa levodopa, and after I started taking that, I was like reborn. I could move, I could walk. I felt perfect. It was great. Of course, over time, it's progressive. It lasts until I'm gone. Uh, it took more and more doses, higher doses of carbidopa levodopa. Now I'm on three different things. But I was having some off times, and so now I'm on the immediate release carbidopa levodopa, and like at nighttime I take I don't know if it's controlled or extended release. At nighttime to get me through the night, kind of. I get to where I can't move. I couldn't move it in bed. Uh, and also on something called in tacopone. I guess that's one of those pills that helps you get more dopamine by before the levodopa, L-dopa gets to the blood-brain barrier. I guess there's like enzymes like COMT or something. I can't remember what it's called, but there's enzymes that this entacapone will inhibit, so it won't change the L-dopa into dopamine before it gets through the blood-brain barrier. So you get more dopamine in your brain. So anyway, I got like three different things. They were talking about Rytary or something, but I'm not taking that yet. So anyway, that's where I'm at with my medication right now after 5 years. What I'd like to do, I think this is getting pretty long. What I'd like to do is just talk about one thing that happened 2 nights. There's so many things. Every day is a different day. But 2 nights ago, something happened, and I just want to share that with you. Well, what it was, you think about REM, rapid eye movement, and you're sleeping. I guess you can have some vivid dreams, and what's supposed to be happening is your brain says to your muscles, your arms, your legs, don't move. If you're dreaming, you're asleep, and you move, you could hurt yourself. If you're dreaming about I don't know, fighting with somebody, then you might hit your spouse, which is not a good thing. Well, I had an issue 1 or 2 nights ago. I was having a dream, vivid dream, and in this dream, there was somebody was after me, and they had bow and arrows. So I can envision myself walking along, and I kind of look up at a mountain, and that's where they were, the people that were hunting me. And then all of a sudden, one of them jumped way up into the air, and it pulled back the arrow and let it loose. Next thing I see an arrow coming towards my face. So I'm thinking, oh no, I better. And then I just jumped out of the way. And as I'm in the air flying out of the way, I'm thinking, ha, you missed me. That's when I woke up because I hit my head on the floor. I was dreaming that. Because of Parkinson's, I was moving around, and I didn't really hurt myself bad, but I do have a treadmill on that side of the bed. I didn't hit the treadmill, but I hit my head. And I'm thinking, how can I hit my head? I can't even move in the bed. In the morning, it takes me like 10 minutes just to roll over. So I feel like I must have been on the bed and I dove off the bed. So anyway, that's something that happened to me a couple of nights ago, and I can thank Parkinson's disease for that one. If anybody sees this, let me know what you think. Should I keep doing this or or not? Thanks. Talk to you later.